safe. Now, when I read this, my first thought is stock trading apps like Robinhood, stock trading apps like Tastyworks, like Fidelity. I'm not entirely sure if they're talking about something else, but in my mind, stock trading apps mean a broker's app, right? Are stock trading apps safe? Well, you have to ask yourself one thing, right? Do I trust this broker?
This is the How to Trade Stocks and Options podcast, brought to you by 10MinuteStockTrader.com, where we cover finance, stocks, options, entrepreneurship, education, and money. And here's your host, voted one of the top 100 people in finance, Christopher Ewell.
Are you ready to finally learn how the market really works? Well, now's your chance. I have a free book for you over at secretinvestingbook.com. And this outlines 13 of the biggest secrets that Wall Street doesn't want you to know, like how to get a positively unfair advantage in the stock market. This is everything you're going to need all in one place. And the way to get this is by going to secretinvestingbook.com. Now, this book is free. It is free for you. I paid for the book. I just need you to help me out by covering the shipping from our office to your house. So go to Secret Investing Book right now, get your free copy today, and I'll ship this out right away, and you can get the positively unfair advantage in the stock market by reading these 13 secrets that Wall Street does not want you to know. So get your free book over at secretinvestingbook.com today. The How to Trade Stocks and Options podcast is now exclusively on sharevision.com, the first dedicated streaming platform for the world of finance, and that's where you can find us every single week over at sharevision.com. Just head to sharevision.com to learn more and type in 10-minute stock trader in the search bar. Come like and subscribe. I can't wait to see you over there at sharevision.com, the first dedicated streaming platform for the world of finance. Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to the 10-minute trading room. Boy, I tell you, this market today, we may not have to worry about closing things over the next 2 days while I'm out on the lake, because we may just have to do it all today, which I have a perfectly timed, absolutely flawlessly timed, what is the word I'm thinking of? Final thoughts to go into this. So actually what I would like to do, change it up a little bit. I want to go right into final thoughts because I'm going to be referencing this several times today. So as you know, with the final thoughts, I try and bring the trading psychology into it. And I think today is especially one of those days where we should talk about it, right? So Paul Tudor Jones quotes that we're working on right now from the Trader Lion series. What he says here is so critically important, and I can't stress this enough. First of all, never play macho man with the market. Second, never overtrade. Overtrading is one of the easiest way to slowly bleed out any gains you have in the market. Avoiding this bad habit will put you ahead of most. But most of all, what I want to talk about is where he said, first of all, never play macho man with the market, right? Imagine you're short like we are, and then you see a violent short squeeze going on where the positions that we have on right now, up 3%, up 3%, up 8%, up 7%, up 13%, right? Do not play macho man with the market. Remember, risk first. Focus on risk first. Donna says, yeah, today is a crazy market. Kavan is here. How you doing, my bro? I was just texting Kavan a couple minutes ago. He was saying, he saw some support, things were bouncing. And I was like, look, dude, what I see right here, I just see a short squeeze going on, right? It's been happening everywhere, in every market. And, that's okay. All we can do is follow our plan, because our plan kind of has this defense mechanism built in with our position size, has our defense mechanisms built in with our planned exit points, not trailing stops, planned exit points. We planned these points yesterday, so there's no stress. It may go against us every once in a while, but you know what? That is part of trading, because every once in a while, you're going to get a lot that do go for you. So with that being said, now we've got that out of the way. I want to make sure that you understand, never play macho man with the market. Never play macho man with the market. If you see it reversing, Don't try and overthink it, because I did that. I did that for years, right? I would have that mentality of, oh, I'll give it one more day. Oh, I'll give it one more day. Oh, I'll let this thing continue to work out and see what happens. But nothing ever happened good. The only thing that happened was if it was going against me, it would continue to go against me. So the only thing you can do today is follow your plan, just like you do every day. All right. So with that said, let's go into, if I can find the button here, let's go into our market analysis. Welcome to the 10-minute trading room. This is how to trade in only 10 minutes a day and exactly how to take the guesswork out of trading. So I think a lot of people right now are guessing, trying to figure out what are they going to do. But not as 10-minute stock traders, we're going to follow our plans exactly. So with our trading strategy, we first start with the market. Let the market tell us where it's going. The first thing that I see here is the market trend using the S&P 500 moving averages. Next, the MMFI, the market breadth, and finally, FinClub, our artificial intelligence data. So let's go look at each one. So what we want to see is the 10-day moving average under the 20-day moving average. Let me make it bigger for you. And then price being under the red line, the 50-day moving average. All of that holds true. This is still a bearish trend, without a doubt. This is a bearish trend. 3% up moves. I know it doesn't feel like it, but the biggest bullish rallies happen inside of bear markets, which is exactly what you're seeing today. Next, MMFI, our market breadth, is still at 36%. Still at 36%. In fact, I want to take a look at the S&P 500 map. This will kind of put things in perspective, right? You see today, everything is basically off the charts, bright green as could be, and then you go to 1 week, and it's the exact opposite, right? This is a very bearish market. Don't let one day sidetrack you from your plan. So MMFI is bearish. And then finally, FinClub is green, which probably isn't much of a surprise. So with that said, going into today is not an offensive day because not all market conditions are lined up. Today is a defensive day. On defensive days, we're already in the market. We are not adding new positions, but we do need to look at what is in our portfolio and have a discussion about each one. So just to make it very clear, we are not going to be adding today. Thursday and Friday, I am planning to be out on the lake, which I am a little bit bummed about because I was literally looking at the weather on my phone last night and it's calling for snow on Friday. And I'm like, you've got to be, I'm supposed to be out on the lake on Friday. I don't want snow. This is not going to work for me. Still planning on going anyway to the lake house. I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe just be stuck in the snow. Maybe we'll just play in the snow instead. But yeah, I don't get this whole snowing in Texas and Arkansas. It's very frustrating. But anyway, I'm going to have this and I'm going to email this to you today along with our normal daily trade updates. The reason being is that I will be out tomorrow and I will be out Friday. If we keep any positions on, you are now going to have this at your fingertips. You're going to be able to be empowered. You're going to be able to know exactly, hey, where am I going to get out? Oh, that's right. Are my profits locked in? Yes or no? If yes, you only get out if your back tested trend line's broken. You only get out that way because you let it breathe. If no, we keep our risk very, very tight because our profits are not locked in. So we keep our risk extra tight, which is a half ATR from entry or a close above yesterday's high or the back tested trend line broken. If any one of these criteria happens, you get out. In the chat, I see Victor. Hey, man, glad you made it. Glad you made it. All right. So remember, especially while I'm out tomorrow, do not play Macho Man with the market. Do not do this. What we can do is follow our plan. Now, let's go through each one individually. Let's look at Fastly. Okay. Our exit point for Fastly that I can see right now using my calculator on the other screen would be 1555. The way that we got 1555 is that is the high of yesterday That is the high of yesterday. That's the lowest point. It is not right now closing above the high of yesterday. We do have our profits locked in for our first position, but remember, every time we add, we basically start it fresh. Okay. So our profits are not locked in on the second. We're keeping our risk very, very tight at 1555. So tomorrow, when you take a look at this, that's where we're going to start 1555 and then adjust. Okay. So does that make sense? We are not going to be adding, we are not going to be taking off anything in Fastly because it has not breached our planned exit point. Victor from Mexico. Dude, I'm glad you made it there. Glad you made it safely. I don't know if you guys know this. I actually studied abroad in Mexico in 2006. That was a lot of fun. Studied in Mexico City. That was a good old time. I mean, the weather in Mexico City blew my mind. I thought it would be hot as hell, terrible, awful, no good, very bad. No, it was gorgeous. It was up in the mountains. There was no air conditioning anywhere. If you want to cool off, you just open the window. That was really cool, but it was sketchy as could be. I'm glad we had, it wasn't security as much as we had what is the word I'm thinking of? Like guides, right? Everywhere we went, we were with the guide. We were never at a point in time where we were without a guide. And they'd be like, see that taxi over there? If you get in the wrong taxi, you never get seen again, ever. So that was kind of fun. Nima, hey, glad you made it. Glad you made it. We're just going through our plan for today. Today is a defensive day. We are not going to be adding anything. We're first going and looking at Fastly. Fastly, our planned exit point is 1555. Remember, planned exit point is 1555. We're not at that exit point yet, so we get to keep it on. Next, we're going to go to Peloton. Now, Peloton, our planned exit point today would be 2351. 2351. We got 2351 because that is the high of yesterday. So 2351, I think it's 2350 actually, but either way, 2350 is our planned exit point. We are not above our planned exit point, so we keep it on. Now remember, we do not have profits locked in on our second unit, only the first. We treat each new unit as a new unit. Therefore, we treat the planned exit point on this side, right? We don't have the profits locked in for the second unit, so we keep our risk exceptionally tight. So nothing to do in Peloton today. Easy, right? Easy, easy. Victor says his hotel does have aircon. That's good. That's good. Okay, now let's go look at Big C. Let's look at Big C. Our planned exit point today in Big C is 2153. 2153. I'm going to write this in. Why is it 2153? That was the high, or give or take a couple pennies off the high. My high on this screen and my high on that screen, my calculations versus what's in TrendSpider are a little bit different. For clarity's sake, I will use what's in TrendSpider. So you guys will see the same thing, 2147. 2147. Not sure why my calculations are off, but that's okay. That was the high of yesterday. Now, we did not have our profits locked in, and that's okay. Oh, wait. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. 5-day. We're following the 5-day. That's the gray line. It is past. Okay. Hang on. I spoke incorrectly. It is past. Oh, that's why it's 2153. Okay. The 5-day is at 2153 right now. That's why, which makes sense. So our planned exit point was 2353. Currently, the stock is at 2195. We had a little bit of profits. It's gone back the other direction. But remember, planned exit point. Don't worry about the profits. Don't worry about the losses. Follow your planned exit point. That's what you got to know. Planned exit point. So right now, that means we go exit Big C. I'll go do that right now. Tell you where I get filled. Closing Big C. Oh, that really wasn't much at all. Okay. Closing Big C at 335. So let me hang on. Where was it at? Big C. Big C, March 18th. 25 put, closed at 335. Okay, that's where I got filled. We're out of Big C, no big deal. What I like to do is I like to just drop in a little note here. Exit when Big C closed above the 5-day planned exit point. That's it. Done. We're moving on from Big C. That's all we need to know. One other thing, I do like to mark on here where I get out. So 2202 is where I got out. Mark that one red. And then just write exit. Remember what I like to do, and you don't have to do this, but I like to do this. I write down all the details that I need for my trades. That way I can study them later and to make sure that I follow my plan. Brian, welcome, dude. To give you a recap here, Victor says he got scared for like 2 seconds. Yeah. To give you a recap, Fastly is okay. There's nothing to do. It's still below our planned exit point. Literally nothing to do. Peloton is okay. Still below our planned exit point. Nothing to do. Big C, we just closed this because it was greater than our planned exit point following the 5-day. So I just right now closed Big C. Nothing to do really there. Just take a little trade off. Easy. Next is, who's next? AI. Okay, same thing here. So our entry point was 2009. Make sure you guys can see this. Yeah. Entry point was 2009. Our planned exit point is the 10-day. Or, this is why it's ORs, right? Planned exit point is either the half ATR, a close above yesterday's high, or the back-tested trend line is broken. Any one of these situations. Now, with that said, we have a close above yesterday's high. That's the truth. We have a close above the planned exit point. That's the truth as well. And really, this trade just didn't work out. And that's okay. Because this is honestly, as I've said before, this is the best case scenario when you have a trade that doesn't work out. You're on your smallest unit size and you're getting out, 2-3 days after putting it on and you're moving on with your life. No big deal. So I'm going to go ahead and exit this. Do it on my other screen. Exiting the AI 25 puts on March 18th. I'll tell you where I get filled at. All right. Out of AI, filled at 370. Okay, I got a good price on that. 370. Out of AI at 370. Brian, you're welcome. No problem, my dude. So we are out of AI. Mark on here where I got out. And then a note to myself. Closed when AI closed above both yesterday's high and the 10-day planned exit point. That's how it goes, and that's okay. Following the plan, taking the guesswork out of trading. Don't worry about that. Next, so we're out of AI. We're still in Fastly, still in Peloton. Those are our two biggest positions anyway. Now let's go to CPNG. Oh, just a totally normal up 11.5% move, right? Totally normal, not unusual, not bearish whatsoever. When it's, what is this? $8 below its 200-day moving average. No, totally normal, up 11.5% move, whatever. Can't do anything about this except get out. So I'm going to write on here. So exit when AI closed above the 10-day planned exit point and yesterday's high. All right, so we're out, or no, we're not out yet. Let me get filled on this real quick. CPNG. And again, same thing here. Dang, that one moved a lot, didn't it? CPNG. That's now out of the money. That is super big move today. Okay, So we're going to close this one. I'll tell you where I get filled. Oh, why didn't I get filled? Hang on. Close positions. Oh, I'm out. Okay. Out of CPNG at 71. Out of CPNG at 71. Now, we still have our two big winners on. We still have Peloton and Fastly on right now. Now, I did want to talk about what the math would be right now, okay? So I did this just a couple minutes ago. Of course, prices are going to change, but I want you to understand mathematically, when we did our rolls, right? When we did the roll, this is some of the roll criteria here. What does your profit and loss look like today, right? So with Peloton, and obviously these are my numbers, so yours could be a little different, but entered it and it cost us $430. So imagine we had one unit, right? And for each contract, it was $430. When we rolled, we took in 350 or 356 in credit. Okay. Now, if we were to close, oh, and then we added, right? Yeah. We added the second unit, and that hang on, am I saying this correctly? I don't want to misspeak. We added a second unit. Oh, I didn't. Yeah. Hang on. I may have not typed this out right. Hang on. Scroll second unit. 356 was where we roll Peloton. And then we added a second unit at 435. Debit. 435. Okay. Now, if we close all of this for a credit, that would be a 400 credit and a 400 credit. So the total profit, no, that's not right. Minus 435. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I hadn't typed it out all the way. So you entered the first unit, you rolled it, okay? Then we bought the second unit, and this would be closing both of them for a 400 credit, okay? So this is open, roll, open, close, and close. So the total profit on this trade would be $291. Hope that makes sense. That's per one lot. I want to make sure that you guys knew the math behind this here, right? Because it kind of just gets, when you roll something, it kind of loses its effectiveness whenever, or not effectiveness. It's easy to followness. That's the word, I guess. So for Fastly, same thing. So this is, like I say, open, roll, open, close, close. I need to get this other open here real quick. This is the way you would calculate it, okay? Let me get the second one in Fastly, 255. And that would be a debit. Total profit here. Well, that can't be right. Oh, no. That looks better. Okay. So the total profit per one lot, right? So your one unit and then another unit and another unit would be 230. Okay. So that, I just wanted to take a minute to explain the math behind it. So hope that makes sense. All right. So with that said, we are not adding any new trades today, clearly. We still have Fastly on and we still have Peloton on. Kavan says, see you Monday. Enjoy the weekend. You do the same, my friend. Real quick before we go, I have, like I said, been finding these quotes on the internet. This one I thought was very worth talking about. Are stock trading apps safe? Now, when I read this, my first thought is stock trading apps like Robinhood, stock trading apps like Tastyworks, like Fidelity. I'm not entirely sure if they're talking about something else, but in my mind, stock trading apps mean a broker's app, right? Are stock trading apps safe? Well, you have to ask yourself one thing, right? Do I trust this broker? Is this broker a reputable broker? Does this broker have a history of serving its clients? These are the questions you have to ask yourself. But more importantly than that, you can actually go find this out yourself. All right. So I went to the tastyworks.com, which is, the brokerage that we use. Scrolled all the way down, and at the bottom, you can see something called FINRA Broker Check. And when you click that, it takes you to this page here. It's a site from finra.org, and it talks about Tastyworks. It talks about everything you're going to need to know about Tastyworks. So while they can't, protect all your money, right? While they can't guarantee any returns, what you can find out is this a legit broker? So easy to check. You can just go to finra.org, check the broker check, and then you'll know a lot better, right, than just guessing, just Googling, are stock trading apps safe? Brian says, I trust the broker because I trust Chris. And I trust you, my friend, to make some good decisions. Now, like I was saying before, I am in the email today going to send this home with you. When you get the email, you will have a screenshot of this. Tomorrow, when I'm out on lake, when you're out on lake doing whatever you're doing tomorrow, living your best life, I want you to pull this up. We're only going to be looking at Fastly, and we're only going to be looking at Peloton. Nobody else. That's all we got to look at, because those are still in really nice trends. Those are still working out, and there's no reason to take them off right now. So I will have the exact same criteria as you do. So the last thing is that Monday, let's recap, and I want to know if you did execute this, right? I'm entrusting you to follow the plan. I'm not going to be there. We're not going to be there together. I am setting you up for success, but I need you to execute on that. Remember what Richard Dennis says. Okay? I always say you could publish the rules in the newspaper and nobody would follow them. The key is consistency and discipline. I need you to have that consistency and discipline, okay? I'm really making a big deal about this because I need you guys to follow through. I'm not going to be here the next couple of days. What are you going to do? Are you going to follow the plan with consistency and discipline? There is no other option. Okay, cool. So I'll still be on Benzinga at the top of the hour. So if you can make it, that would be awesome. I would love to see you there. Otherwise, just be sure to follow your plan tomorrow. Brian says, FinClub's going to be red tomorrow. I know. And you could follow the plan and put on new trades, but I will not, right? Of course, I'm not going to be doing spreadsheets and stuff for my phone. Just too much work to be back testing out there on the lake. But that's okay. Remember, 10-minute stock trading is all about living the best life you can and trading as little as possible and just following the plan, taking that guesswork out of trading. Guys, thank you so much for coming today. I'll be sending an email with the 3 trades we closed and with the exit criteria. So you should be set up for success tomorrow. Have a very nice long weekend. I'll see you Monday, unless I see you over on Benzinga. So I'll talk soon. Hey, don't forget, before you head out, head to secretinvestingbook.com right now to get your free copy of the Secret Investing Book. This is how to finally get a positively unfair advantage in the stock market. And it has 13 of the secrets that Wall Street does not want you to know. And I want to send this to you for free today. Just help me by covering shipping. And the way you can do that is by going to secretinvestingbook.com. That's secretinvestingbook.com, and I'll ship this out for you right away.